What is up, guys? This is Kobe here, and today's video I'm bringing you guys my first 2 days of GMS Reboot progression. I'm bringing these first 2 days together because day one, the game was down for a really long time. I didn't really have much time to play, so I'm gonna talk about what I've done in the game regarding both days. As you can tell, I'm only level 178. I have no intention of rushing to 200. Though I probably will get to 200 on day 3 because I'm almost done with like my prequest and whatnot. That's really what I've been getting out of the way for the first part. But day 1, all I really did was hit level 151 and I ran Ursus. And I did some daily bosses as well. I did Zakum, I did Hilla, I did Easy Magnus, and I did Normal Root Abyss. And that was basically it for day 1. Day 2, I started going through prequest and I finished a major amount. I also did Ursus today, the same bosses mentioned, as well as I killed Horntail, I killed Easy Papalatus, and I killed Ranmaru, normal Ranmaru. I also killed Gollux, but Gollux just kind of as a boss crystal. The prequest that I did complete was I completed Gollux, like I said before. I also completed Temple of Time, so now I have a queue to Pink Bean, so I'll be fighting Pink Bean whenever I feel like I'm strong enough for it. I have done Ugarden, as you can tell by these two totems. These are like the really common totems from it. I decided to just go ahead and get them. The Instance Burner, I don't really feel like I'm gonna farm for that, so I have like 2 more of these totems, so I'm just gonna keep them and call it a day. And I also have 31 Ugarden coins, so I can purchase an epic potential scroll from the black market that's there. So it's always good to have. Basically, with the amount of coins I have, I can buy an epic pot scroll almost once per day. I believe you get enough coins for 6 times a week, so I gotta keep that into account. So right now, the pre's that I need to get done before I hit level 200 are Commercy. I'm gonna start that pretty much at the beginning of day 3, since this game is going down soon within an hour. And I need to do Von Leon because I want to get a Von Leon cape instead of continuing on using this cape. The Von Leon cape is a cape that gets boss flames and a cape that goes past 15 stars. So it'll be the cape that I want to stick with until I'll stick with it for a while. I might eventually transfer to a Zakum cape if this character ever ends up killing Chaos Zakum, but that's pretty far into the future. Potential wise, doing New Garden for every pot scrolls. I also landed this overall that I just rolled int on, which I need to look for a level 110 and 120 overall so I can transfer it to my permanent CRA top or bottom. Hopefully they have good flames on them when I get them, but I do plan to transfer those soon. I'm still missing a face and earring from Horntail Ring 2, but I'm not really that crazy about the Silver Blossom ring. I know I ended up getting the Krat Gollux ring, which I probably wasn't the greatest idea, but I just wanted to fill in some ring slots. But this last ring slot will pretty much be placeholder for Silver Blossom, and I don't really have any intention of, potting a Silver Blossom and gonna get that far. This is also a placeholder for a cracked Gollux pendant, so whenever a boss drops, or whenever Gollux drops a cracked pendant, which I hope it's cracked, or it could be solid, I can just transfer a Horntail pendant to it, which I must have already NPC'd. I can just get enough coins for a Mystic pendant, and then transfer that to a Horntail pendant, and then transfer that to a solid pendant if I do normal Gollux and I get a solid. So but right now, I'm more so probably just going to end up getting a cracked pendant. So I highly doubt that the whole solid dream will happen. I might accept normal Gollux tomorrow though for day 3. If I do hit 200, I will definitely accept normal Gollux. Give it a little bit of time. Might even be doing hard here in a minute. It shouldn't be too difficult to get to the point where I can kill hard Lux, but once again, it is going to take some time. I am currently in the process of trying to get potential for all of my items, so it will eventually take a little while. I'm also missing the best in slot batch from Magnus, and pocket slot. I won't have a pocket item till the Glory shop comes out and I can buy a trade boost potion. But as far as progression goes, that's about it for the first 2 days. That's really all I've done. 180 mil. I've been spending some of it star forcing, and you had to use 4 stamps to get this to 3 line. So that was like almost 28 mil down the drain just for a single line of pot. But it is what it is. So that's it as far as progression goes. And I guess it's time I talk about Glory. I did say when I do make these videos, I will be giving information about the Glory patch. Unfortunately, today's little bit of information, something that you guys already know. I might be talking about this more, talk about these things more so, but today I'm just going to go about like talking about the messaging marble and how Neinheart is on his chariot. While other days I'll eventually talk about the Glory missions and the ranks and all that stuff. I'll go more and more into detail on December 4th once all the other events start coming out, when we get the challenge mission, when we get the weekly mission, you know, all that kind of stuff. But right now I'm just going to talk about Neinheart's Call. It's a really easy daily. You cap out 120 coins on it quick. You just need to kill a few mobs and you're basically done. I also wanted to say that if there are any questions about Glory that you guys may or may not have, I mean, you guys may have, then feel free to ask and I will gladly come with an answer. I'm trying to come to this map, but it seems like it's about full. So now that I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and begin the call, and this map is definitely full. So I'm sure most of y'all have done this portion of, you know, the daily coin capping already, but I'm just gonna go ahead and review it again, just for those who actually haven't done it. So it's pretty simple. There are 10 stages, and each stage requires 20 more mobs than the last. So the first stage requires 60 mobs, second stage requires 80, third requires 100, so on and so forth. It goes on until 100. The coins at the start seem very underwhelming. It's funny because I ended up seeing a Reddit post that said that they completed 5 stages and they were wondering how the hell they were supposed to cap the rest of their coins. They didn't even complete the rest of the stages. They just wondered how they could do it because they only ended up getting like 4 coins within 5 stages or something like that. But it's nothing to worry about. It'll cap out extremely fast. But right now I just finished the first stage here, and I ended up only getting 60 glory points. So it does not give a lot of glory points at all, just to point that out. Or at the start it doesn't give a lot of glory points, but as soon as you make it past like stage 5 or so, it starts to really go up. Like, just look at the number that you receive from the quest. If I got 60 from stage 1, 70 from stage 2, it will just gradually increase. Like, stage 2 is done and I only have 1 coin. At first glance it doesn't seem normal, but the more mobs you kill, it goes by much faster. Right now, as you can see, I have completed 5 missions and I only have 6 coins. The last mission gave me 240 glory points, which is equal to 2.4 coins. But there are 5 missions left, starting with 160 mobs, and then 180 for the next, 200 for the next, 220, then 240. And then once I finish those, my coins will basically instantly cap. So I need about, I think, around like 1,000 mobs left. So I'm pretty much almost done. I'm about to finish it off here. Just need about 10 more mobs. Go ahead and go up here to this platform, and there we have it. It's about done. So that's basically the event for the next 2 weeks. That's it. There's also the pre-registration, in which you have already pre-registered if you completed the Aftermath questline. So that's the questline required to unlock this item. If you have this item, congratulations, you pre-registered. And I guess until December 4th, I'll talk about some more like of the ranks and how some of the other things in the shop may end up working, like the Cernium storyline and whatnot. That doesn't have anything to do with the shop, but that's just something I'll bring up as we get through this over time. I'm not sure if I'll be able to pinch up some daily info on how things will go before December 4th, but at least after December 4th, I can cover things like another basic mission, like the Pendulum event. That might actually be this one instead of this one. There's like 2 basic missions. One of them is a mini game, and one of them is something you do to farm for coins. The challenge mission is something that you can do every day that has nothing to do with the coin cap. You get up to 220 coins per day from it. The weekly mission, you get at least 600 coins per week from this. It takes a while. I guess it doesn't take too long with the Hyper Rock, but I will talk more into detail about that when the mission actually arrives. So that's the first video. I still have 18 more to go, but I am gonna cut it here. Stay tuned for more character progression and more live streams, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day.